let me share my screen?
Yeah, Bonnie, let her share her screen. Wait, let's introduce her first so we can see her.
I agree. Good morning, everybody. Opportunity to hear more about, and I like what I heard it called the Date the Rate program. It's the 2-in-1 buy down from Paige Zecher. And she was a realtor, so she understands exactly what we go through as a realtor. She understands exactly how important the communication aspect is with not just your buyers and your buyer's agent, but also the listing agent and the sellers. So she also goes out of her way to look for out-of-the-box ways to help your clients get into a home. So without further ado, Paige Zecher with Thrive Mortgage, take it away.
I can tell you 100% when rates will come down. They're going to come down when inflation comes down because mortgage interest rates follow inflation. Here's what was going on. This right here is the consumer price index. This is what we use to determine what is the inflation rate. So you can see we had a little fluctuation over the last couple of years. Consumer price index came down here. This is meaning that inflation was coming down. We saw inflation go up. Look at this steep. Here's January. That's where we just saw that great big candle. Look how steeply they went up.
What happened though? What happened? What exactly happened in January?
That caused inflation to go up or caused rates?
To cause inflation to go up. Like, how did it just go from one thing just straight up? Like, what did we do to do that?
There's a lot of things that go into it. Just look at what's happening globally. Supply and demand issues, the war in Ukraine, oil prices, all kinds of things going on that are driving the inflation. We had, during this time, the Fed funds rate was virtually at zero. It was right in here that we started increasing the Fed funds rate, or I guess it wasn't here, it was after it had gone up a little bit. To see what was going on, you can see through here, this is interest rates. This is the 30-year fixed rate. So you can see that when inflation, in whatever direction the inflation is going in, mortgage rates roughly follow it, except for this period of time right here. This is a period of time right here. The government was artificially buying mortgage-backed securities to keep rates low. This right here is COVID. This is the period of COVID that the Fed was trying to keep the housing market and mortgage rates low, keep the market stable. What they should have done is stopped artificially buying those bonds to let the interest rates more closely follow inflation. But what has happened, once they stopped doing that, that was when rates took off. Does this make sense? Have y'all ever seen this before?
Yeah, I mean, you can follow, you can overlay other charts as well, with oil and everything else.
Yeah, it is really fast. I could look. The funny thing is I was never into charts and stats until the last few years, and it was it just clicked how it all ties together.
You can geek out on this kind of stuff for real.
Oh my gosh, big time. So let's take a look at the consumer price index. This is a year-over-year number, and it's a lagging indicator. So they just came out with August numbers, but it's being compared to August of last year. August of last year was where it was at the bottom. So of course, those numbers are going to be, the comparison between the two is going to be big. That September number is going to be a big gap between where we're at now versus where we were at a year ago. But inflation really jumped in October. So once this is about a 2-month lag time. So as we move in towards the end of the year, first of next year, the comparison is not going to be as dramatic. So that's going to mean inflation is going to cool off a little bit just because the comparison is less. It's going to look like inflation is cooling off. The Fed has continued to raise the Fed funds rate, which is helping to cool things off. When that inflation comes down, when those inflation numbers come down, the mortgage rates will follow. So we start to see some improvement in inflation, maybe Q1 next year, maybe Q2, we're going to see interest rates follow.
I'll be sharing insightful and informative videos on stress-free retirement, being your own bank, setting up college funds, understanding Social Security, wills, probate, trust, and how the Fed Reserve rate hikes affect your mortgage rates. And always, real estate solutions. I'm your go-to expert in real property. Look for my YouTube channel, living in Canton, Georgia, where it is sunny as can be right now. If you find value here, please like and share so others might as well. Remember, I'm not a videographer, not a video editor. I just want to share the most important info with you guys. Each video has a full version of around half hour or so, but there are multiple shorts of only 5 minutes or less as well. My name, Daniel Klopfelter. My area of specialty is real estate and asset protection for more than 25 years. So why am I exhorting you to view financial-based videos on a real estate channel? Good question. I believe that we all do better when we know better, which is why I'm here to expose you to a team of experts who know the topics that matter most. All of these topics work in unison. Full disclosure, I receive nothing for doing these videos other than the satisfaction of adding value to you. So smash that like button already. What are you waiting for? Share this so other people can see it. Y'all have a great day.